Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, that is All Time Low playing the Q101 Halloween Bash at Bourbon Street, 115 Bourbon Street. That'll be coming up just a week from Saturday. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start the show. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
And this is for Joe John in Maryville. Needs this morning.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he says, she says bullshit. I think you better quit, let it slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip.
Well, that's our Monday song, and really hits differently this morning. That was for Joe John in Maryville, self-proclaimed the biggest Limp Bizkit fan in Maryville. That's what he said. That's what he is, and real tragic. Over the weekend, I'm sure it came across your timeline. You saw it on Q101 socials that Limp Bizkit's bass player Sam Rivers died on Saturday at the age of 48. No word of cause of death, but he did have liver disease, and we'll get into that more later. Do a proper pour one out after we get through the start of the show, but we always start with that song, and it just really hits different this morning. Really sad over the weekend hearing that news, but hopefully you had a decent weekend overall. Otherwise, listen, we got a lot going on today at 312-591-8300. Make sure you have that number. Give us a check-in this morning. We have John Mulaney tickets for Wrigley Field coming up at 8 o'clock. The first comedian ever to play Wrigley Field, Chicagoan, do it right. It's amazing. And we'll have more Chicago Wolves tickets in Clash with Kenzie in about an hour at 7:10 as the Wolves won, the Blackhawks won, the Bears won. We'll get to all that in a second as well. But today, very, very special day here because today we launch it. We get it going. God Bless the Gravy, our yearly food drive, our 5th annual God Bless the Gravy. Donate online to benefit the Greater Chicago Food Depository. So it is active right now. We just got it started. It's open.
Whoa.
And yeah, no build up.
Hold on.
Yeah. Come on, Kenzie, catch up
I
here.
just got here.
No. So open your wallet.
God, you're coming at me fast, man.
There's a lot going on here, a lot starting off, and I just want to make sure we get this going. And we'll remind you every hour, but you can donate right now by texting GRAVY to 312-591-8300, and that'll be through the duration of it for the next, 2 months. You click on the link of Q101.com. You'll get a link back to you, and you donate that way through that link that gets sent back to you. Gravy, 312-591-8300. Text that anytime, even outside of our show. Like, it can be anytime.
But we don't turn the text line off.
Well, there's other people who use different keywords for things throughout the day, and I don't know what Lauren might put gravy in for something else,
Hey, look, Laura's not putting in a keyword, all right? She's not doing that. I know Lauren. She's not putting in a keyword, and it's not going to be gravy if she does it.
Yeah, so it's good all the time. At 2 a.m, you can text gravy and donate.
Yeah.
It's just like the podcast.
Lauren used to put in keywords, and Laura got in a little bit of trouble for making normal things people would text in keywords, and we wouldn't get those texts because of that.
Wait, I don't know that story. She put some provocative keywords in?
Not provocative. The opposite of provocative.
No, just everyday words that people may text us. She would make keywords.
Oh.
And then people would be like, I don't understand why I'm getting entered in this contest over and over again. I'm trying to ask you whatever. What she was making the most. It would be like "Good morning" is the keyword. Like when people text, I was like, Lauren, you have to stop doing this. You have to make it like unique things.
Wow, I don't remember that. Well,
I had to have a conversation with her about and it was like everything. I was unbelievable. I'm like, you can't have 15 possible entries. What's happening with the keywords?
Well, we streamlined it. Just remember, gravy is for God Bless the Gravy. And to donate. And by the way, this is sponsored by the Karis Restaurant Group and Alexander's Cafe, where we will be this Friday. Live broadcast on site. Every dollar provides 3 meals, by the way, in these donations to the Chicagoland area. So we'll be on site for the broadcast 6 to 10 a.m. on Friday at Alexander's in St. Charles at 1650 West Main Street. And we'll have giveaways and the breakfast. But here's the really amazing part.
Tell her, Brian. I'm so excited.
Just by you showing up and eating some biscuits or possibly some eggs. I was going to go through their whole menu, but I'm not going to do that. Just
We're
by
talking French toast. We're talking brunch items, baby. Say you're not a breakfast person. I'm personally not. I'll be getting their lunch options. Also fantastic.
they have the lunch options at breakfast. That's great.
Yeah, brunch.
So just by going there and eating and hanging out with us, 10% of the proceeds, not just during the broadcast, from the entire day, will be donated to God Bless the Gravy and the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Yes.
Because they're just that great, the Karis Restaurant Group. They're that
So
great of
run
people.
that tab up, because the more you eat, the more you give. Okay.
I'm going to solve hunger, world hunger, on Friday
Brian's on a
morning.
mission.
It's all over after the broadcast.
I have to quickly, before I move on, give a shout out to Sean Langworthy, first donator for the 5th annual God Bless the Gravy
fun.
Food Drive.
Hell yes.
Thank you to Sean.
What do you give, like $1 million?
He gave $1 million, and the food drive's closed, and
That was awesome.
it was easy this year. It's fun.
Wow,
we had a good time.
We love that. Solving world hunger is so easy. So just to make it clear, because I'm throwing a lot at you, the God Bless the Gravy, it is online and open now. Text GRAVY to 312-591-8300 to donate. And when you join our broadcast on Friday, 10% of the proceeds from the entire day. So we get it. We want you to be there during the broadcast 6 to 10. But we understand some people just have a job or something where you can't make it. You can go in the afternoon for lunch, and you're still going to help out God Bless the Gravy at that great restaurant, Alexander's Cafe, this Friday. That's all for you, and you're helping without even trying.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, first one of the week. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And I guess not a great one, because it's a sign of a recession that happened over the weekend. And not good. This is something didn't expect to happen over the weekend. So today's October 20th, 2025. And something like this, I was hoping we wouldn't see. But it's a sign of the recession, clearly. A coming recession, let's say. It's always a big argument between the finance guys. I turn on CNBC once in a while to try to learn something. And
I have that too. I'm like, what if I become smart today?
yeah, what are these finance guys, these billionaires talking about? And some people say, we're already in a recession, or we already went through one, or we're headed for one. And then they give these indicators of what a recession is. And I go, I guess we maybe have one, or have a half a recession. Can we have, something like that? We're easing into one. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I left there dumber than when I turned it on. But this indicator is real of a recession on the way, Kenzie. So what do you think that could be? Something that happened over the weekend.
Okay, I think that because everything's so expensive, the recession, I think people didn't have people over for the Bears game.
Oh.
So I think people saw, not a ton of pizzas ordered or not a ton of wings ordered. Nobody wants to, host it. Because it's a lot of money to be the host of the evening when you're buying everything in the meal and the desserts. Usually a lot of guys come over. They eat a lot. It's unbelievable. My husband hosted me, but my husband hosted last Monday. He invited all of his friends over. And it was only 6 guys. And we made 12 burgers and 15 hot dogs. And I made a ton of appetite. Everything was gone. I thought we were going to have leftovers for a day or two. And they ate everything like it was a challenge. I'm like, I have containers to put this in if you guys couldn't finish it. 2 buckets a week. It was enough.
Can you give me the numbers again? How many guys?
It was 6.
And how many? 12 burgers. So I'm eating 2 burgers and probably 2 dogs on that visit.
Yeah.
But they were the Italian sausage ones. They weren't even skinny hot dogs.
I know what you're saying.
And we had
I'm aware.
we had the sweet peppers. Then I had
Italian sausage. Yeah.
2 huge containers of wings.
Yep, gotcha. Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and then a handful of other appetizers.
Yep.
And then a lot of desserts.
Sure.
And
Yep.
everything was gone.
I understood everything you said.
I don't think you bought enough food.
This is what you said about
My jaw was on I didn't get to eat.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
I waited until everyone made a plate and everything was gone.
You once
I
said
had to
that
make a sandwich.
Yeah.
I got a rock.
you once said on the show that you think guys get together to watch football so they can discuss better ways to cheat on their significant others.
Yes.
That was said on the show a couple months back, I believe. But that's not, I'm not saying you're wrong on that, but certainly you can't stop eating during a football game. It's impossible. It's something about it. It's addictive. Your hunger gets bigger. Your saliva gets going. And I can eat way more watching a football game than I can normally. And I can eat a lot normally.
Oh, I mean, it was just, I literally, I had to figure out what we were going to have the next day. I had to figure out what I was going to eat that night. And
Yep.
the children I was like, oh my God. It was like a stampede game. Oh.
I picture Kenzie in the backyard, like in the middle of a desert, trying just water, water, help. Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, when you get a group of girls together and there's only one left of everything, that's an announcement. Like, did everybody get one? There's only one left. Was anybody else going to have one? Boy, did nobody check in to see if anybody else needed food in the whole house.
Nope.
So the guys don't do that.
Nope, grabbing that last wing. That's a great guess, by the way, of an indicator of recession, not inviting people over for a Bears game again. Because it is expensive. Everything's expensive. Case, what do you think it is?
My guess is true. I just don't know if it's the one that is going to be the fact that makes our brain go boom. But I read over the weekend that up until this point this year, I guess in the first half of this year, GDP growth was 0.1% when you don't factor in data centers, because our entire world is just data centers now.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Do you want to go off on
What
data
growth?
centers?
What growth? What?
The GDP. That's the gross domestic
I thought you were
product.
cursing. You know how people go, GD. That's GD. That's what I thought you were doing. The gross what?
The GDP. You ever heard of that?
No. Well, I mean, I've heard people say, I don't know what it means.
I'm same. Really, I don't really know what it is either. It's a gross domestic product, but I understand what Case said, but I don't understand what it means. Like, I don't understand.
Virtually, our economy didn't grow if you don't factor in the inclusion of data centers.
I guess it's the easiest way to say it is it's the total economic output of a country, the GDP. And ours didn't really grow much, except for data centers, which are all those big things I saw in the suburbs when I delivered those pencils this year. These monstrous buildings with no windows and these weird names like Lineaxes or something like that. And there's so many of them, and they're bigger than Soldier Field, and all they are is computers in there. I think the robots are in there, that when they flip the switch, they're all going to come and kill us. That's what they're building, the robots.
More than likely.
They're out like Yorkville, there's one. There's Downers Grove. They're all over the place, and they're massive buildings, and no one knows what's going on in there. I'm getting in.
No one knows what's going on in there?
Well, somebody knows. Somebody, the guy that's like powering the air conditioning to cool the servers.
Imagine being the maintenance guy at a data center.
Oh, he's the first slave of the computer world.
Amen, brother.
They're all taking him out.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what yours is. That the GDP was really
we
bad.
just said we have nothing going on other than data centers right now. That seems like a recession indicator.
Okay, well, over the weekend, something happened to indicate the recession. We'll let you know what it is. And I didn't think we could ever get there on this one, but you can text in 312-591-8300, make a guess, and we'll have the answer after Pearl Jam.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Well, today a pretty special day with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll talk about God Bless the Gravy, how you can help other people in Chicago eat this holiday season. It's very easy, and you don't have to go crazy when you say that. Looking for donations, it can be something very daunting, but this will be a very easy way for you to help people, and it makes you feel better, gives you confidence. So that's coming up in just about 10 minutes. We'll lay it all out for you again, how it launched, and it's active right now. But first, a fact that makes your brain go with Brian and Kenzie on Q101 over the weekend. A big indicator. I didn't think we'd get there with this one, but it's an indicator that the recession is on the way. Whether we're in one, whether we just had one, whether or not, we're not financial experts. We don't know what the hell's going on. But here's some guesses from Kenzie and Case on what happened. Kenzie guessed a lot of people didn't have their typical Bears party, their Bears game party, having people over because it's just too damn expensive. Buying burgers, buying brats, the buns, some nachos, some desserts, beer, everything. It adds up to
That's
several.
what I mean. It's really expensive.
Yeah, even when you tell people, hey, man, bring something, you still have to you can't have empty-handed to start the party. You still have to do it. Kenzie still had to make those brats and the burgers and the nachos. Case guessed, what'd you guess again? Something about the GDP? I don't know what the hell it was.
GDP growth was 0.1% for the first half of the year when you don't include data centers.
Yeah, and it's kind of like sometimes that GDP number's like 0.2 and they go, yeah. And I'm like, is it good? Like, I don't think point anything is good.
Because I know what a good batting average is,
Yeah.
but I've never been able to figure out on the GDP what number should I be looking for?
Like, I'm looking for 78% increase.
149%. Now, that's good.
Yeah, not this 0.1, 0.2. That's
No,
good.
thank you.
Ugh, sounds terrible. Both those are wrong. What happened over the weekend that I didn't think we'd get there is a big indicator of the recession, is that Charmin announced that they're bringing back the Forever Rolls, which are 1,700 sheets of toilet paper in one roll. Now, why is this an indicator of the recession? Well, they did this as a joke 5 years ago, and it went viral, obviously, with the big-ass roll on a holder in your bathroom. And they never thought it would take off in reality. Well, they launched it again to try to get those clicks and get some pictures all over the internet, and people started buying it at a record pace. A standard Charmin roll has 77 sheets of toilet paper on it, squares, if you will. This has 1,700, and it can last for a month. 2 people could use this for a month, they say, and be covered in normal usage. And people are buying this at record pace. You can actually buy a 3-pack for around $30 to $35 at Walmart, Target, and Amazon, the Forever Rolls. And there's starter kits because you have to buy that holder because there's no holder that can hold this thing. It's too ridiculous.
So you have to buy a special holder for it?
Yeah, you got to do that too.
Well, this sounds more expensive. You're buying a bunch of toilet paper, and then you're buying a different holder instead of the one you have.
Well, the toilet paper is so discounted for the amount that it is that it balances out where you're still saving tons of money even with this little. The holder isn't that expensive. I don't know they don't have the price on here, but it's not that expensive. So there you go. This is really a bad, dark sign of society that a 1,700 sheet roll of toilet paper is now available to last a month.
It makes me worried.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I mean,
when you're buying this stuff in bulk, it can't be good.
Well, again, it's the amount that were bought that scared Charmin.
Yes,
They
yeah.
put it out as a joke.
Yeah. when the company's like, hey, don't buy this so much.
Yeah, because they don't want to produce this thing.
No, it's got to be hard
Why?
for them.
I think they're like, oh my God, we hit the jackpot. It was an accident.
Yeah, but they charge
It's like the lottery.
But they charge so little for it because it's a joke and they didn't think it would be mass produced that they're going to lose money on it if people keep buying it. You know what I mean? So,
And if you're Charmin, you got to be thinking, well, at least we're a recession-proof industry. But now they might have undercut their prices so bad that they're going to go through financial struggles.
You think the bears on the package are going to be homeless over the next shipping?
right.
Like, they're just outside.
yeah, because you see with Charmin, you want to buy that extra one with the pillowy stitching, and those cost so much more than just a standard flat toilet paper. You know, the one with metal and screws in it and stuff like that that's really rough. The cheap-ass toilet paper you steal from work. But you want that pillowy, luxurious. Some even have lotion on them or something.
I don't know, but I know Kleenex have lotion
Yeah,
in them.
Kleenex advertises that, so your nose doesn't get all red.
Yeah, the Puffs Plus. Because I remember when that hit the market, I lost my mind. I thought that was a
Remember
brilliant
the red
invention.
nose, and then she touched the cartoon.
Yeah.
She touched it, and, and she looked at her mom like, "Thank you." It was cute.
Yeah, that was great. They worked on me as a kid. Because I remember when that was like a new thing, and I was like, well, we have to get the Kleenex with lotion. What am I going to walk around with a red nose like Rudolph? No, I
You
want to
can
be...
tell instantly when you grab the Kleenex too. Like, oh, this one's sandpaper. This is gonna feel great.
Yeah.
But you know the problem with that is I cleaned my glasses at someone's house that had that, and I always grab a Kleenex to dry off the glasses, and that lotion went all over it, and I'm like, what's going on? I panicked, like, what's going on with my glasses? Are the lenses deteriorating somehow and falling apart? And then
My glasses.
You sound 110
I
years
know.
old.
then I had to wash them
Using a
again.
Kleenex to wash off my glasses.
So I had to go outside and go like, you guys got any of those, those little wipes for Kleenex or for glasses because your damn Kleenex has lotion on it and ruined my
Well, how
glasses.
dare you waste nice Kleenex? That's way more expensive than the other paper products in the house on your stupid glasses.
I needed to clean my glasses. What do you want me to do here?
Bring your own. Like, why didn't you bring a piece of cloth? You don't want to walk around with glasses.
I didn't think that first off, I am going to steal someone's Kleenex to wipe my glasses.
How dare you?
Why am I going to waste my Kleenex at home to do that?
If you ever come to my house, I'm putting mine away.
Do you have the lotion kind?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stealing a box. I come over there, taking the whole box out of there.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Boy, do we have a lot to talk about in sports. Titletown, Chicago? I think so. But first, we launched today God Bless the Gravy just about 50 minutes ago. God Bless the Gravy is this is our 5th annual online food drive to benefit the Greater Chicago Food Depository. There's some differences this year that make it even bigger, but we'll get to that in a second. Every dollar provides 3 meals. You donate $1. That's 3 meals. Think about that impact. 3 meals for somebody. That's eating for a whole day. $1 does. And you help out everybody in the Chicagoland area. It's called the Greater Chicago Food Depository, but they distribute to 200 to 300 food banks in the entire area. Everywhere you could hear 100 miles from Q101, you will help. And this year it's sponsored by the Karis Restaurant Group and Alexander's Cafe. You can donate by texting GRAVY to 312-591-8300. That's just what I did to start it off and got my donation in. And it's asking a few questions. It's very simple and quick. I did it in about 30 seconds. It does say, do you want your donation to be anonymous? I went, ha! Anonymous? I'm putting my name on it.
Well, you've always said the best part of charity is getting credit for it.
Listen, there's so much negativity out there in the world. I mean, if you do something positive, you should get credit for it. Mm-hmm. So put your name on it. Don't do anonymous.
That's what Jesus said.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Well, I remember when he turned water into wine, he then spray painted the wall next to him and said, Jesus was here.
Yep.
W-U-Z.
He says Jesus did that. Because, see, I'm upset already because I see a donation early here. $5 in, a great donation just to get started here. Mm-hmm. Donated anonymously.
Oh, God, what are you doing?
Come on, man. They put a nice statement with it, too. I always wanted to say I'm going to donate, or I always said I was going to donate, and this year I'm actually doing it. Bravo.
Oh, that's awesome.
But put your name on it. Like Sean did, $21 early. Alejandro, $5 in here. Just throw in anything you can. If everybody put in $5, we always say we'd solve Chicago's hunger problem. If everybody listening, because, the show, pretty big show. Pretty big show here. Got a lot of listeners.
I always say the nice thing about donating to God Bless the Gravy is that it takes care of your good deed for the day. If you're listening at home before you're leaving for the office right now, you can donate and then feel free to cut people off in traffic. Feel free to do whatever you need to do that is for you. Treat yourself, if you will.
Donate something and then flip somebody off 2 seconds later.
You can do that because you've done your good deed for the day. I always try to do one nice thing a day, never anything more, but I always try to get to one nice thing a day. And if you donate early, you could be a bad person for the rest of the day.
That's fun.
There is a barometer on bad.
It's up to the
that's up to the law, baby. That's not where we draw the line.
Unlike Puerto Rico, where there are no laws, as Kenzie stated last week on the show.
Something Kenzie said, not Brian.
No,
important to note.
No.
I said there's not a lot of rules. From experience of being there with family, I would like to. That wasn't an anti-Puerto Rico rampage.
It was pro.
Very pro. I enjoyed being there with family.
We can go back to the tape and verify if that's what was said exactly.
Yeah.
But when Brian
out of context, it doesn't sound great.
When Brian says there's no rules in Puerto Rico, it comes across different.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
It just does.
I could get on a bar and shake my ass.
And that's what I was going for.
Kenzie was describing her shaking her ass on a bar in Puerto Rico somewhere. So go ahead and donate whatever you can.
And how can you donate?
Well, you just text GRAVY to 312-591-8300. GRAVY. Let's get these numbers up big on the first day. And to Case's point, and it's not just your good deed for the day. This can be your good thing for the year. And especially if we look at our businesses, which last year, boy, did the businesses come through late in the game with thousands of dollars of donations from a lot of individuals. And think about that if you're a business that had a good year. And there are people that have had a good year despite all of us seem to be struggling out there. But if you had $1,000 you could donate, think about that's 3,000 meals. And what that's life-changing. And more than ever, they even put out an email, because I'm on their email blast for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. With the government shutdown right now, it's affecting more people, and it's even getting scarier how the longer it goes of people that rely on some government food situation. So
what
really
what
bad.
I love about this too is that sometimes there's so much stuff going on. It's like you don't even know how to help. Sometimes it can be very overwhelming where you feel like you want to do something. It's very hard to pinpoint something to do or knowing if something's legitimate or good. This is the furthest your dollar can ever go. $1's 3 meals. I mean, that's unbelievable. So this is the furthest your dollar can go anywhere across the board. And obviously it's verified and it's safe. And I think covering basic needs is just so important, right? Like there's a lot of things that need attention right now, but we're talking about basic survival, feeding people within our community, right? We absolutely need that. It's undeniable no matter who you are or what side of anything you're on. People need food and our community needs food.
You can't do anything on an empty stomach. You can't. Any other problems out there, the first one is you've got to have some food. You got to have some food, and your kids have to eat. And that's what this does. This saves people's lives. And it's something we're so proud of to do every year and be a part of it. And you guys show us, in the toughest times, we're all having the toughest times, how much you can really help people. Now, it even gets more fun. This is a fun way to join us. This Friday, Alexander's in St. Charles. We are broadcasting live as part of kickoff week of God Bless the Gravy because they're our sponsor, the great Karis Restaurant Group, and they own Alexander's Cafe. So you come out and hang out with us for a normal party broadcast. It's going to be epic. We got so much stuff planned.
It's going to be so fun. I am so excited to do this because truly we've never done a live broadcast at an actual breakfast spot where everybody can just actually sit down and eat and start their day. And I just think this is going to be so much fun.
So it's Alexander's in St. Charles. The address is at Q101.com, 1650 West Main Street, 6 to 10 a.m. this Friday. And we'll have the giveaways as we always do. You'll do Clash with Kenzie live. Casey's going to do a live movie review.
That's right, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
For the kids, bring the kids out.
Yeah, bring the kids. We're going to screen it. We're going to have it on in the background. Let's do that. Let's screen it.
I'm sure we have a projector around here. We can probably at the very least put up some clips.
And you want to talk about some good people. Alexander's Cafe will donate 10% of their proceeds, not just during our broadcast, but from the entire day, to God Bless the Gravy and the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Right, which means the more people you bring, the more you run that tab up and have fun, the bigger you're feeling. Maybe your work group all comes out. Whatever it is, the bigger the tab, the more you donate. So, like, go ahead and add that sausage. If you're in the mood for a little bit of bacon on the side, go ahead and do it. Okay, you're helping people, baby.
That's our new mission statement for God Bless the Gravy. Go ahead and add that sausage.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also a great way to guilt your boss, saying, how about taking us to breakfast over here and hang out with Brian and Kenzie? He'll pay.
How about you help charity?
Yeah, how about it? You hate charity?
Do you care about our community? Do you care about anybody?
Kenzie,
What's wrong with your boss?
Kenzie, do they have mimosas there?
They do have mimosas
Oh,
there.
my God. You can just, knock a few back at 7:05 in the morning
They
and
actually
donate to
have
charity.
an array of fresh juices, which are delightful.
Oh.
And then they have a really good coffee bar. I recommend the Turtle Mocha personally. And this is an important note. We keep saying Alexander's in St. Charles because there is more than one. So don't get in your car and blindly type in Alexander's and select closest to. It's the Alexander's in St. Charles that we will be at.
Oh, God, I did that, and it sucks when you go to, like, the wrong city.
Yeah.
It's, like, the worst.
I mean, you'll still make it to an Alexander's, and the food's still good, but we can only be at one.
Yeah. So Alexander's in St. Charles. So that come out Friday for that. Text now if you want to donate. Text GRAVY to 312-591-8300. Let's get this thing. We set a record last year. You helped us do that with 120,000 meals, saved lives. Let's double that this year. Let's go. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. All the information at Q101.com.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.